In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make a custom t-shirt using HTV vinyl from our own inventory. If you're new to making custom t-shirts or just interested in seeing how the process works, then this video is for you. And here are some of the tools we'll be using today. A Silhouette Cameo 4 machine, a 15x15 heat press, an alignment tool which we use to align the image to the shirt, 100% cotton t-shirt, HTV vinyl from my own inventory, and heat tape. Today we'll be using the Kustomizeme logo to make a custom t-shirt. I have the image set and ready to send to the cutting machine. The cutting machine I'm using today is the Silhouette Cameo 4. Also, the application I'm using is the Silhouette Studio Designer Edition, which is my go-to application. I like its layout and its features. They're similar to Adobe Illustrator, which gives me a more creative flexibility. If you're using another application other than Silhouette Studio, you can skip ahead. Okay, I use preset blade settings, which I've customly set up. This way, this allows me some flexibility when cutting my image out. So the blade settings I have set is a blade depth of 4. I have a force of 10, and my speed is set to 5. I tend to bump that up sometimes because I'm impatient, so I'll sometimes set around 7 or 8. It depends on the image that I'm using though. With that said, we're going to send our image to the cutting machine. Now that I've finished cutting my design, it's time for the weeding process. I know for some of you guys out there, you don't like to weed your design. This is the most, for some people, this is painful and frustrating because this is the longest part of the process. But as I weed my designs, you will see that I have a couple of shortcuts or a couple of tips I can show you that I use to make my weeding process go a little bit faster. Also, I want to tell you a little bit about the vinyl I'm using. This is my Seafoam Blue vinyl from my own inventory. This is a soft stretch, easy weed vinyl. It's very thin to the touch, and it's have thin texture. When you apply this to the t-shirt, this takes your quality to a whole different level. It's very soft that way. It's not stiff, and that way you don't feel. It feels very soft to the touch. Basically, it doesn't wrinkle. Sometimes some people vinyl, when you see it wrinkles up or stiffens up like cardboard. I've seen on plenty of forums where people will say, how do I get the wrinkles out? You iron it, I would say. But for this vinyl right here, it doesn't do that. It's very high quality. If you're interested, I left a link below so you can follow and you can find out more about this vinyl. All right, so let's start the weeding process. So one of the things I like to do is I like to start from the outer edge. As you'll see, when I start weeding, I have a technique that I like to use. So as you can see, one of the things you shouldn't have to do is fight with your vinyl. You should just peel off very easily. Here you finna see one of the tricks that I like to use is I like to use a cut box. And if you notice, I have some letters down here. But what I did is I just cut a box around it. And what this will allow me to do is sometimes what happens is when you try to pull the entire sheet up, you start pulling letters away, or you pull some of your images away. To prevent that, you kind of place little shapes around it. I'll show this on a later video. You place little shapes around your images so you cut it down to smaller sizes, which is easier to work with. As you can see how easily it pulls away. Very thin to the touch. Let me show you. It just almost breaks away. See how quickly that pulls up. All right, we're gonna go to the next side and do the next letters. And these letters, guys, they're probably about an inch in height. which for some vinyl, you'll probably be pulling most of that away. This vinyl is really easy to work with. All right, so now to go to the larger part of the image. You'll see I've done this technique in here as well. You can really, with our vinyl, you can really do some detailed designs. If you're following me on YouTube, you'll see in some other videos that with using our vinyl, you can really get creative and really detailed with your designs. All right, so I'm going for the inside. Majority of the. If you notice, I'm moving pretty quickly. Again, guys, with the right vinyl, and this process just goes way too easy. Again, if you want to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button below, hit the bell to get notified, and make sure you hit the thumbs up. So tell me your experience on the vinyl that you've used. If you've had good experience, or if you found some vinyl that was pretty good. If so, leave a comment below. I'm interested in hearing. All right, almost finished, guys. So we got the majority of all the designs. I just got to get the letters in the middle. All right. So as you can see, here's the finished look. So you spot check real quick to make sure I hadn't missed anything. One of the things you'll notice is that our carrier sheet, it's not as sticky. Sometimes you'll get HTV vinyl where the carrier sheet is really sticky and it almost sticks to your hand. But if you notice, our carrier sheet is not sticky, so it allows you to be able to work with it easy. You don't feel like you're getting a bunch of glue on your hands, but at the same time, it's strong enough that the vinyl stays tacked to it. So this is perfect, guys. Easy to weave. Next, now we're going to move on to the heat press, and you're going to see how easy it is to peel this HTV vinyl. All right, I got my heat press ready to go. I got the temperature set at 320 degrees. First thing you want to do is make sure you pre-press your t-shirt before applying your HTV vinyl. What this does is it removes any moisture that's within the shirt, and it also helps with applying the adhesive from the HTV vinyl. So what I'm gonna do is do a pre-press for about 7 seconds. All right. Other thing it does too is it removes any wrinkles, giving you a nice flat surface to work with. Now that I've pre-pressed my shirt, one of the things I want to do is align the image up on the shirt. I used to try to do all that while I was up under the heat press. I found that to be very difficult to do, especially with larger shirts. Plus it gets hot up under that heat press. So one of the things I like to use is the heat tape to secure my image, and then I have my nice little alignment to align it. So using my alignment tool, I will align my image up. And I think the M, let's see. So now that I got my image lined up, the good thing about the alignment tool, it does the 3 to 4 fingers. It lets it get to there. It aligns it just up perfect. I've been using this tool now for several months and haven't went wrong with it. We'll apply some tape. And guys, what this heat tape will do is you can use this on a heat press. It won't bond to the shirt, but I use it just to secure my image when I'm transferring it back and forth. I found this method to be easier than trying to do everything up under the heat press. Now that I have everything lined up, we're going to move back over to the heat press. All right, now that I got everything back on the heat press, talk a little bit more about our HTV vinyl. One of the good things about it is that it can be pressed between a time of anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds, no longer. The good thing about it is pressing at such low time allows you to layer this. This is great, excellent vinyl for layering because it doesn't require a lot of time for the adhesive to cure to the shirt. And what that does is sometimes what you find is when you're trying to layer your designs, you have to press it for 25 to 30 seconds. The vinyl is actually shrinking while you're pressing it. So what happens is when you come with that next layer, everything kind of looks shifted or out of sync. The other great thing about it is that our carrier sheet, the adhesive is not as sticky. So when you're peeling the carrier sheet off the shirt, it doesn't pull your design to the left or right, therefore skewing your designs. A lot of people run into that issue where when they're pulling the carrier sheet off, it pulls their design to one direction, and now your image, your entire shirt is basically messed up. It's no good because everything is shifted. So right now I'm going to press my shirt. I'm going to count to 10 and you'll see the end of results. All right, what I'm gonna do is let it cool for a few minutes. This is a warm peel or a cool peel vinyl. What that means is that you can just let it cool down just a little bit and then peel it, or you can peel it while it's still warm. Some people like to fan their shirt a little bit to speed the process up. So as you see, peeled off with ease. And here's the finished product. As you can see, it turned out perfect, with the exception of the missing spot on the letter A. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And to be notified of new videos, smash that subscribe button and click the notification bell. And for the tools and materials used in this video, check out the links in the description.